Discussion and possible action regarding Resolution 2013-05 concerning the intergovernmental agreement, IGA, with the town of Cave Creek related to shared matching funds and other terms for a bike lane design grant. Mr. Neese.
Thank you, Mayor, members of the council. I don't see DJ here, but I can cover this for him. Essentially, this is an additional grant that we have received through the Maricopa Association of Governments. If you recall, we recently received a grant to do a framework study, which is a 20,000-foot elevation evaluation of our streets, our networks of connection throughout the community and into Cave Creek, and evaluating the roads, the sidewalks, bike lanes are one dimension of that plan. In addition, both communities want to evaluate their town cores, and one common theme is additional parking for the respective events. That's what that 20,000-foot elevation report or study is going to achieve. This study is to focus on the bike lanes. As we know, we have hundreds of cyclists that weekly use our streets, both in Carefree and Cave Creek. We do not have a dedicated bike lane adjacent to those arterial streets. This will make those streets safer by dedicating a lane along our thoroughfares for those cyclists. The second page of the staff report represents a map through Carefree and Cave Creek of the respective bike lanes that we're looking at along Tom Darlington and Cave Creek Road through Carefree and Cave Creek, and then down Cave Creek Road to Pima Road and south on Pima Road. The study will look at some cost-effective ways of providing those bike lanes adjacent to those streets. There's matching fees that we're splitting between Carefree and Cave Creek down the middle. I believe it was a little bit over $19,000. The overall grant is $320,000 coming through ADOT. So Carefree and Cave Creek will split that $19,000 and change 50-50. The bill to ADOT is due September 1st. So we will cut a check after this meeting to Cave Creek, and Cave Creek would subsequently produce a check for the $18,000 and change to ADOT for our share of the matching funds. That being said, we'd be glad to address any questions that the council might have.
I'm just looking at the map now. I understand that the balance of Tom Darlington towards Carefree Highway is Scottsdale, not Carefree. But how are we hooking up, let's say, Scottsdale Road to the bike lane on Tom Darlington? Because, people riding up Tom Darlington are going to have in a section where there's no bike lane, then proof that we have a bike lane.
There will be an area there where it won't be flared out, and that is within Scottsdale, and a transition over time will be made by Scottsdale. Scottsdale is planning on doing that bike lane, and that's why we're actually getting the funds, because it's the hole in the donut, so to speak. We're completing the loop here.
Ian Cordwell, I'm the Director of Planning for the town of Cave Creek. I've been working with Gary Neese and Jay Stabley. Appreciate their help in this. The money would be, check would be cut immediately to ADOT.
Solves my problem. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Did you have any other comments?
We're just looking forward to getting this done to connect the two communities and keep the distinct characters of our two towns as we do it. But Gary spoke very eloquently about the need for it.
Thank you. Welcome to Carefree.
The design grant has to take place before the construction. The construction can't start sooner than October 2014. So this is money that we had budgeted for in the grant, but ADOT, after the grant for the bike lanes implementation was awarded, ADOT said they found money and awarded it to us for the design. So this would be following the framework study a little bit, because we don't want it to precede it, and it will be accomplished prior to 2014, October roughly.
Just one kind of technical construction question. Here it mentions about 5 to 6 feet of the bike lanes being added. So along Tom Darlington, Cave Creek, we've got, 8 to maybe 10-foot wide graded right-of-ways there, shoulders for fire and drainage. So if they pave that 6 feet, will we still have to grade shoulders for drainage, that little bit that's gonna be left?
This will certainly reduce the magnitude of that shoulder, the unpaved shoulder. I see many benefits from a drainage perspective and a dust abatement perspective with a paved shoulder. So I don't see this being any negative issue on the community as far as the reduction of that shoulder. You can still pull off from the blue plains, still provides the mediation for fire prevention and abates the dust. So I see more benefits.
I'm looking mostly at the drainage portion.
Yeah, the drainage portion, I don't see that being a negative.
Will we
The
still
water
have to
can flow
grade
over
it
the
somehow?
asphalt, so-
That little section will have to grade somehow?
Not really, not really. There's positive flow off of the right of way because of the natural grade of the shoulder.
I think we need to, we might also wait until the design's done to.
Yeah.
But certainly in some areas, there will be drainage on the street itself.
Thank you.
Hearing none, I would ask for a motion to approve Resolution 2013-05.
So moved. Second?
I have a second from Councilman Crane. I have a motion and a second to approve Resolution 2013-05, which is concerns an IGA with the town of Cave Creek for bike lanes design. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously.